Julia was my best friend. For us both, our primary specialisation was event design and decor, with a keen interest in skills development. Joe Goldblatt introduced us, firstly through the George Washington Event Management online course, where Julia was my tutor, and we became best buddies through the International Special Events Society. And with EMBOK, she came to South Africa 5 times, 3 times with her beloved husband Larry, who sadly passed away in 2011. At this stage, design was not recognised, and for me, the inclusion of design into the EMBOK was a highlight of the process. I wanted to share with you some of the 60 hours of footage of the EMBOK process, and as you can imagine, transferring the old DVDs from 21 years ago to modern technology was a monumental endeavour. This was the EMBOK team. Bill O'Toole from Australia, Glenn Bowdin from the UK, Julia Rutherford Silvers from the USA, Matthew Gonzales from the USA, Philip Mondor from Canada, Janet Landey from South Africa, Joe Goldblatt, USA and Scotland, and Kathy Nelson from the USA. We met for EMBOK 1 in 2004 at the Ndini Game Reserve in South Africa, EMBOK 2 in 2005 at the Ellis Park Stadium in Johannesburg, and EMBOK 3 in 2007 at the Sandton Convention Centre in Johannesburg.
The EMBOK is an acronym for the Event Management Body of Knowledge. In 1999, I first coined the term. And I saw this thing called the EMBOK, the Project Management Body of Knowledge. I put up a website meeting, and after about a year, I think it was, I got this email from Julia. She said, that's exactly what I've been thinking. Unbeknownst to me, I would meet Joe, I'd meet Julia and Janet, and all the rest of the J's, plus every other letter of the alphabet, of nice people, of wonderful people who are out there actually doing something. We're trying to change the world.
I want to talk today about the EMBOK, which stands for the Event Management Body of Knowledge, so that we as a global community can come together and shape what our industry is going to become, and shape the professionalism of that industry. This modern event industry has grown from a subset of administrative duties and creative individuals in a variety of fields into a full-fledged profession that is practiced globally. And it has all the responsibilities and proficiency expectations of a modern profession. Today, we are asked to gather people together to celebrate, to commemorate, to participate, to ruminate, to rejuvenate, and to reunite. We are asked to create environments for discovery and debate, for dialogue, for entertainment, for enlightenment, for recreation, competition, and commerce. We're asked to bring resonance to our rituals, to make mountains and moonscapes. We're asked to recreate ocean floors and the indoors outdoors. And we're asked to make it thunder and lightning on cue. We're asked to light up the night, highlight messages and moods, and to make rooms and rostrums and rooftops sparkle. We're asked to feed the mind and the multitude. We're asked to serve up soup and solutions. We are asked to deliver the wow, the wonder, the mirth and the memories, and to create and control the circus on time and on budget. We are one industry with a common process framework that we must embrace, which is refined according to the specialized needs of each specific context in which we are working. Event management is a complex job, and in order to do this effectively, to be effective planners, producers, purchasers, and partners in delivering the event experience that exceeds expectations, event managers must understand the integrated processes, plans, and possibilities that are specific to each event, as each element has an impact on and is impacted by every other element in the event. Nothing stands alone. What must be considered for each and every event that we do, in whatever context we are doing it, is extensive. As an event manager, you are expected to know enough about each individual area to be able to effectively procure, organize, implement, and monitor all the various products and services and service providers that bring that event to life. There is a perception that no special expertise is required to do this. Special knowledge and skills, they're not necessary. Anyone can do it. It's not brain surgery. Well, brain surgery isn't brain surgery if you know how. Inexperienced practitioners simply don't know what they don't know. We started with what I had put forward as a model, and we went from a two-dimensional model that looked something like this, and fleshed it out and came out with a three-dimensional model that includes the elements or the areas of content, then fleshed out with the phases, then including the processes, all surrounded and permeated by a sphere of core values, including ethics and creativity. South Africa, due to its vision, has embraced this scope of event management through the Learnership Project, through bringing us here together, so that we understand that there's been the support from the beginning for this recognition of the scope of event management. It is an awesome responsibility. Like angels and elephants dancing on the head of a bin, our event dreams and responsibilities may have no limits, but must be balanced with care according to the music of the moment, the event experience.
The EMBOK. What is it? When we started this project around about 1999-2000, our aim was just to describe what event organisers do. If you don't describe it, you can't have training. You need that description to get standards of excellence in event management. You need it for certificates, you need it for associations, you need it for the government to understand what event organisers do. It's the core.
So I'm Bill O'Toole. I teach at a number of universities, University of Technology in Sydney, University of Sydney.
I'm Glenn Bowdin, Leeds Metropolitan University, but I'm Principal Lecturer in Events Management.
I'm Janet Landey. I believe that events can contribute towards poverty alleviation, peace and purpose.
Kathy Nelson. My husband Dan and myself have had our own entertainment and event company for 35 years. Dr. Goldblatt here has always been a role model, and when I ended up getting offered a full-time job as a professor at UNLV, I soon learned that I needed the credentials. I just got my PhD in sociology, where they were quick to correct me every time I wanted to refer to what we do as a profession. None of us would be here today without Joe and the work that they started.
To create a better world for today and tomorrow's event professionals and their guests.
Julia Rutherford Silvers, CSEP. I'm very proud of that credential. Oh, this just feels so wonderful. Just knocked out.
The issue would be people would potentially associate core with what was next to it.
And if we could produce, Bill, more researchers, then you have a profession. We need more people sitting around tables like this creating EMBOK models.
I agree. as with, I think, any of the things within this entire EMBOK that we are, forming out of the mud of this work here.
Your line about how long did it take you to create this proposal?
All my
life.
Exactly.
She does have multiple personalities.
Yes, exactly.
I've seen them.
And we'll see if we can redraw this with the core values.
In your mindset, so I know, what was the goal of identifying your knowledge domains: administration, operations, marketing, risk? Why did you pick those four?
As well as the taxonomy? Oh, just why those four?
Yes.
To modularize it for study and analysis.
And now we have 5 domains.
Don't forget, we're not creating the 10 Commandments here. We're creating something that's going to develop. The document that Janet put together here, and it's the EMBOK model that we developed a number of years ago, and I think that goes for all of us on the EMBOK. We just think this is important.
In August 2007, with Philip Mondor from Canada, we were fortunate to spend a few days in Calgary with Donald Getz to discuss the EMBOK and the Canadian International Event Management Competency Standards.
This is all about reciprocal recognition of qualifications. It's all about promoting the fact that we all produce highly skilled, internationally trained workers. They're professionals. And these professionals have a right for that level of mobility and recognition regardless of where they go.
In July 2007, Steve Schrader, president of IFEA, International Festival and Events Association World, joined us at EMBOK, and we charted IFEA Africa. In September 2018, Bill O'Toole was inducted into the IFEA Hall of Fame. In 2018, our dear colleague, Dr. Kathy Nelson, passed away. In October 2018, after the International Festival and Events Association World Conference, Bill O'Toole, Kathy's husband Dan, and myself spent a few wonderful days in Albuquerque with Julia. We knew it would be our last visit, as Julia was not well, and sadly, Julia Rutherford Silvers passed away on Monday, April the 27th, 2020. Her final note to me was, "You go, girl." Julia was laid to rest next to her beloved husband, Larry Silvers.